Alrighty guys, so I'm doing my very first PC build here. I'm gonna probably make a clickbait title like, "Oh my God, did I make a mistake already?" But you know, I'll get to that in a minute. I may have made a purchase that isn't gonna work for this, but we can see that in a minute. So first of all, the first piece I got pretty much was this this case. This is the S340 NZXT. You see there, some of that there. It looked like a pretty nice case, and there was a little sale on it, I think, or whatever, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this a few months ago. It's just been kind of sitting around. It comes with this see-through side for it, you know, so you can see all the cool stuff going on, all the RGB, etc. Let's see, I've got, what else did I buy? I bought this screwdriver set thing with all these different bits. But when the time came to use it, I was pretty much just using a screwdriver. So I couldn't get a lot of I don't know what the word is, torque. I couldn't get a lot of torque with those. That might be better for working on like cell phones or something smaller. But I don't know. I ended up just using the damn screwdriver. So, but that was only like $10 anyway. This was like $65, I say, right around. I've got the 750 G2 750 watt PSU. I've installed that already, the power supply unit. That's the first thing I put in this. I installed that, put the motherboard cord in, and that's all I've done so far. This is my first build, so you know I'm a little bit nervous. You know, I don't want to fudge it up too bad, but you know, everybody says that PC building is super easy these days, so I'm not too concerned about it. I have been doing a lot of research. There is a lot of shit to know. It's a little bit overwhelming at times, but you know, I just keep making purchases, and I'm just trying to get a good system going. Oh god. Okay, so here we go. I got the 1 terabyte SSD from Samsung, 860 EVO. In addition to that, I'm going to probably get a 3 or 4 terabyte hard drive, but I've heard that you want to get an SSD for your you know, the games that you play most often, and your operating system. Let's see. So inside this thing for the power supply unit, it's fully modular, which means that like it comes with all these cords and stuff. I only really need to plug in the cords that I'm going to actually use. So. Yeah, let's see, some bags, stuff like that. Okay, let's see. So I've got one of the big pieces here, the AMD 2700X, Ryzen 7 2700X for the CPU. Initially, I wasn't thinking about overclocking, but the more I look into it, the more it seems like it's kind of idiot-proof. So it might just kind of be like, why not overclock, especially if you have a Ryzen. Which is like pretty much made for overclocking. But yeah, this thing has 8 cores, which means it has 16 threads, which means it can do a lot of stuff at once, and should be pretty quick. Should be pretty good for the system. Alright, so I've got the X470 Aorus Gaming 5 Wi-Fi Gigabyte motherboard. I bought this with the Ryzen 7. The Ryzen 7 was $270 at Micro Center. I'm pretty lucky. I got a Micro Center relatively close to my house, so I went in there to get that, and then I grabbed this motherboard with it, which was like $160, but they took $30 off because Micro Center does like a bundle thing with CPUs and motherboards. So I got this one. It's got this cool little sticker that comes with it. I guess you're supposed to stick that on the outside of the case or something, let people know what's inside the thing. Similar to my computer, my laptop that I've been using. It's got a Core 7 in it, but that thing's like 3. This thing, my laptop's almost 4 years old, I think, so it can't really do the kind of stuff that I want to be doing. I'm trying to do HD video games, you know, streaming, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing some app development, video game development, stuff like that, so I need something a little bit more powerful than this thing. And, you know, I had to replace this battery once from this thing already. Like over a year ago, so you know the battery's always kind of like it's like hanging over my head. When is it going to die next? Okay, but so anyway, finally, the mistake. I may have made a mistake. Well, here's the back plate for the The motherboard, that goes right in there, I assume. I think, up there. So yeah, the mistake I may have made so far, I saw this item on, let's see, PC, what is it, Build a PC sales subreddit. This was $70 for this really awesome aftermarket CPU cooler. This thing comes with the Wraith, some kind of Wraith cooler or whatever it was, which is supposed to be pretty good but kind of loud, I guess. So I decided to go ahead and just get an aftermarket one, which is this one. But right after I ordered it, I noticed that on my parts picker list it says that the Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 5 and my case are not compatible. That kind of worried me. This thing is 135 millimeters. I cut this piece of paper out to be 135 millimeters, and I was kind of trying to imagine what it would be like with the motherboard poking out here, and if it would be too big for the case. You know, that might be the first mistake I've made with this. I might have to end up returning that and getting one that is actually going to fit. You know, I might have to just use the original, or maybe I'll just pick up a case that's slightly wider. I mean, I have already installed the PSU, but that's not really that big of a deal. That's like 5-10 minutes to switch them out with a new one. And then it's just kind of, you know, eat the loss on this case, I guess, which is like only 65 bucks, but I can always use it for a future build, or I don't know, just hold on to it. Same with this thing. If I decide to just go with a different cooler, I might be able to give this to my brother or somebody that needs it, and just get a different one that'll actually fit. Alright, yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's gonna be, I'm pretty excited for it. I haven't started plugging shit into each other yet because I'm nervous. I gotta get the RAM still, I gotta get this GPU. The GPU, I'm probably gonna be doing a 1070 Ti. I was going for a 1080 Ti, I think, but those prices aren't gonna go down, I don't think, at least to the point where it makes sense for my first build. And I want something powerful, but it doesn't have to be like a supercomputer, you know? So yeah, there, I may have made a mistake, but you know, we're gonna learn. We're learning on the way, as long as I don't, you know, I haven't plugged in anything yet besides this PSU. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if I wanted to talk about anything else, but yeah, just a little update video for you guys, even though I know nobody really asked for it. But yeah, so I'm going to build this PC. I'm going to be trying to get into streaming, making video game videos. You know, I'm going to be playing a lot of vanilla WoW when it comes out, definitely. I've already been playing on private servers. Playing a lot of Dark Souls, some Skyrim, probably some GTA 5. Yes, I got to get an Elgato too. I got to get an Elgato, and there's some PlayStation 2 games I want to record, some Xbox 360 games I want to record. So there's a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get into. I'm really excited about it, so hopefully you guys stay subscribed. You enjoyed this video. If you got anything you want to add about PC building, or if you want to call me an idiot for buying certain components here, or any tips and tricks or whatever, let me know. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.